Hi teachers, and welcome to StoryboardThat.com. StoryboardThat.com is an online storyboard creator program that you can use with students in your classroom. Now, to begin, you're going to want to start the My Free Trial by clicking here. It will ask you to create an account. You simply use an email and a password to log in, and then you're able to start using the program. Now, I've already created an account, so I'm going to switch over to my account. And once you sign up, it will look something like this. So here I am signed into my own account, and here on the left is all the options that I have as a teacher. So in order for your students to start using this program, you can have them sign up in two different ways. You can provide the students with this direct link right here by emailing it to them or setting that up in Google Classroom, or you can also provide the students with this access key. Either way, the students can then log into the program and start using storyboards and creating storyboards. So down here at the bottom, you can also create assignments as a teacher, and you can add students to your account, as well as if you click here, you can also manage your account and add, or like it says, remove users in your account. So if I simply go over here to the left again to my dashboard, I'm going to go into the Storyboard Explorer option. I'm going to click there. Now, that gives me many options that I can choose from. Creating those would be my own storyboards that I've already created as a teacher to show the class, or you can actually sort the storyboards by class or by assignment or by user, depending on how you want to organize your students. So if I click on my storyboards, you will see that I have already created one just as an example to show you, but I'm also going to click and I'm going to add another storyboard to create. So I'm going to go back into my dashboard and click here to create a storyboard. Now, here is the screen that your students will see when they are logged into the program. Now, as you can see here on the top left-hand side, there's many options for the students to choose in order to create their storyboard. So the first option is the scenes, which is the backgrounds that will fill your storyboard. So if you are in here, you can choose many of the options. So if you clicked on scenes, like I've already done, then many of these blue options appear. You're going to choose one of these that will be the background theme. So for example, let's just do one on school. So if I simply click school, here are all the scenes that are available to me as I create my storyboard. Now, if you'd like to see more options, you simply click the last picture or image, and then you use the arrow keys on your keyboard to slide over to see what other options are available to you. Now, I'm going to just choose one of these images as the scene for my storyboard. So I'm going to simply pick a locker hallway scene. So simply all I did there was I clicked the image and I'm going to simply drag it into the box that I want it to go into. So then I let go and there you will see. Now it's been posted. Now, once you're in the background setting, you can also choose to edit it. So I could change the color of the lockers. I could change the color of the wall, right? Simply make it my own. Now that I've got the scene in that box, I'm going to simply choose scenes for these other boxes. So let me just quickly slide in a couple more. This one I'm going to change to look maybe a little bit more like the hallway that I previously had. And now I'm going to choose the last scene, which will be, let's go back to maybe an actual classroom inside that door. So here, let's just pick this. We'll simply click and drag it into the scene. Now this is exactly what your students will be doing. So once they've created the scenes or the backgrounds that they like, they're now going to go back up to the top left here, and they're going to click characters. A drop-down menu of many blue options will once again appear, and you can choose which characters you'd like to put into your story. So because we're in a school, I'm going to choose an adult and I'm going to choose a female. So I simply, again, click on the image that I want, drag it into the box or the scene that I want it to go to. And now, once again, the editing options appear. So I can simply choose many different things for my character. So I'm going to just add a little bit of changes to here. So I'm going to click her hair, the skin, color of her eyes, change the color of her dress. Ooh, we can even change her makeup, the jewelry, and her shoes. So I'm going to choose blue shoes there. Now, once I've done editing the character, I'm now going to simply click back into the scene. And if I'd like to, I can actually click on the character again and these blue and gray dots appear. This is where you're going to simply change the size of your character. So I can click on there and drag the character around, or I can actually click on it and change the size of the character. So you can see how I can move the character up and down there. There we go. Once you're satisfied with the character that you have inside each scene, you're going to choose text or speech bubbles and allow your characters to speak. So you're going to go back up here to the textables area in the top left-hand corner. Simply click. And when the text boxes appear, you will get certain choices. So these are just the classic text boxes that will appear. You will also get comic text boxes that can appear different types. And there's artistic and signage. So I'm going to actually just click back to the classic ones. And I'm going to just choose a simple speech bubble like this. And I'm going to click again and drag it into my scene. And once again, it appears very large, but we can change the size of that later by using the blue circle. So I'm going to simply type in Now I've typed in my text and then I simply click back into the scene, and now I can click on this and I can adjust the size of the text speech bubble, and then I can also click and drag it to move it to where I'd like it to go. So I'm going to position it there above the lockers, and inside the text feature you can also edit the font here, you can edit the alignment here, you can choose the size of your text, and you can also choose the color of your text. So I'm going to just simply click out here, and now you can see that we have one storyboard square finished and complete. Now, if your students were to do this activity, they would simply continue on and add characters and text to each of the remaining storyboards. If your students want to make a longer storyboard, they can do that. They can choose a maximum of 6 cells. So along the bottom left-hand side here, there's a button that says Add Cells. You're going to simply click on that. And I'm just going to choose one more cell. So I'm going to click and then I'm going to hit Update My Storyboard. And you can see now that another box has been added to my storyboard. And then I can simply go back up to the Scenes area and click and drag and add another scene. Perhaps the students are off to music next. So I'll simply click the piano one and add. And so you can see your students can simply add characters, text, backgrounds, and really easily create their own scene. Now it's a little bit cut off here on the bottom, but the bottom right hand side has a save button, and you're going to click that. Your students will click that button and they will have the option then to save. So I'm going to simply just click there for you so you can see what that does. And the students will have to title their storyboard. So I'm going to put A Day at School. And this description is optional, so your students could fill that in if they want. And here's the button that would show if it was an option as an assignment or not. But we didn't simply assign an assignment, so we're going to just click Save Storyboard. And there it is. It will now be saved inside my computer. So right into my dashboard. So if I click go back into my dashboard, you will now see that I have actually a couple different storyboards here. I actually clicked on Storyboard Explorer and then my storyboards. So I have a day at school and a previous one that I had already created. So now you can see I have two easily created storyboards. So I hope that you will use this tutorial and you will try using this website with your students. Enjoy!